Dear children, welcome to the Standard 5 Social Studies class. Today I am going to teach you Chapter 10 Transport. Children, open at page number 65. In this chapter, we will discuss about how do the vehicles move and why we need transports, means of transports. Okay, let's begin the chapter. Transport is a way to move from one place to another on vehicles. Transport is not only needed for humans to travel but also for the transportation of goods from one place to another. Now we will discuss how do the vehicles moves. The vehicles moves with the help of wheels. As we all know that early men went from one place to another on foot. Slowly they learned to tame and domesticate animals. They used animals as a transport. After some time they invented sledges which the animals dragged in plain areas. Transportation thus become much easier than earlier times. The invention of the wheel brought about a revolution in the means of transport. People started moving and carrying loads on carts fitted with wheels. These were pulled by people or animals. The second most important invention was the invention of steam engine. Thomas Newcomen made the first steam engine. But the steam engine designed by James Watt in England about 260 years ago. Later engines which could run on electricity or diesel were invented. At about the same time, ships using steam engines were made. Nowadays, we have very fast means of transport. Children, see, this is the picture of James Watt, George Stephenson. It is possible to reach any part of the world much faster than before. Inventions such as jet planes and bullet trains have made the world a smaller place. Now we will see why we need transports. Different types of industries are located in different parts of the world. Raw materials are brought and finished goods are sent to markets all over the world. For this, a cheap and efficient system of transport is needed. Means of transport. Now we will see what are the means of transports. We need different means of transport for different purposes. Transport system can be divided into four modes: roadways, railways, waterways and airways. So first of all we will see roadways. Today every country has a network of solid roads connecting cities and town, and within the city and town roads are, children, turn the page. Roads are the arteries of any country's economic development. They are essential not only for transportation of goods from one place to another for boosting business and industries but also for the movement of people. There are special broad roads in many countries that connect major cities. These are called national highway or expressways. These are Broad roads with two sections. One section is for the traffic moving in one direction, and the other part is for the traffic moving in the opposite direction. The road of a country, when connected to the road of another country, is called the international highways. Almost all countries of Europe are connected to another by a network of roads. India too is connected by road with its neighboring countries like Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, and Bangladesh. India is also connected to China through the Hindustan Tibet Road. Road transportation has two major drawbacks. One is environmental pollution. It is due to increase in traffic, dust and smoke from vehicles. Other is congestion in the form of traffic jam. Increasing in road accidents are also a drawback of road transport. Mud roads are found in villages. Next we'll see railways. Railways were introduced in India by Britishers in 1853. The first train in India ran between Thane and Mumbai. Today, India has the second largest railway network in Asia and the fourth largest in the world. Railways are one of the most important means of transport for people and goods. For smooth functioning, the Indian railway network has been divided into many zones. Today, all major cities, towns, and other regions are connected with railway. Superfast trains like Rajdhani Express and the Shatabdi have peak speed over 100 km per hour. A number of heritage trains which are reconstructed and introduced specially for foreign tourists. The Palace on Wheels and the Deccan Queen are such trains. See children, Rajdhani train and metro train. Nowadays, metro trains called underground railway system run in Delhi, Kolkata, Bangalore and Mumbai. The railway network in Europe and North America is very well developed and the trains are faster than India. Countries like Japan, France, Germany and China have a more developed and advanced railway system. They have the fastest running trains in the world which can run at a speed of even 300 km per hour. Bullet train of Japan and Maglev of China and the TGV of France are some popular trains. Countries like USA, Australia and Canada have railway lines called trans-continental railways. These connect cities on the western coast with those on eastern coast. Children see TGV France, Palace on Wheels India. The Trans-Siberian Railway line stretches across Europe and Asia. It is the longest in the world, covering about 9,500 km. It runs between St. Petersburg in European Russia to Vladivostok in Asian Russia. Okay students, thank you.